way over the line. Comedian Samantha going after Ivanka Trump using an extremely vulgar term. Listen to this.
Let me just say, one mother to another, do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless. He listens to you.
That's a C word, incredibly offensive. Let me bring in CNN Money senior media reporter Oliver Darcy. So set the stage for us here. It's never okay to say something like that about someone. What was she even talking about? What was the context here?
Yeah, it was a really disgusting remark. She made this in the context of trying to go after Ivanka Trump for her father's immigration policies. And there's been a lot of discussion in the national discourse over the past few weeks about children being separated from their parents at the border. And so she was making a comment about a photo that Ivanka Trump had posted on Instagram, I believe, where she was holding her child and saying, why don't you do anything about the immigration policies that your father has implemented that are tearing up families at the border. That said, obviously, his comments is extremely crass, and critics are rightfully upset and saying that this is not something that should be used while discussing politics in the national discourse. Right.
What's TBS saying, her employer?
I reached out to TBS. TBS hasn't said anything so far. We're still waiting for comment from them. I asked if she'll be disciplined in any way or if there's going to be any statement. So we're still waiting to see what happens and how they react. But this does come in the same week as Roseanne being fired for making a racist remark. So critics are saying, you know, if you're going to condemn that, why aren't you condemning this?
The point she was trying to make completely gets drowned out by her using a term like that.
Right. All the headlines right now are focused on this really vulgar term that she used. So I'm not really sure how effective this was, if she's trying to make a larger point about immigration policies and trying to make a serious point, right? Because people are now focusing on this vulgar remark. That said, people are now talking about it, and I think that might have been perhaps something she was looking for.
She's used this word before?
Right.
Talking about other people and other commentaries?
Yeah, she has used this word before in her monologue. So it's not something that's unusual for her to do. I think the way she used it, though, in this case, particularly against the president's daughter, is just raising a lot of eyebrows, and it's.
Do you feel like, as someone who covers the media constantly, like, where have the lines gone?
I think, you know, there really don't seem to be many lines these days. I think we saw it earlier this week with Roseanne, and obviously you can't make racist remarks online. But
the thing is, she did it before and kept her job.
Yeah, and yeah, so it's like, where are these lines? And the president himself has made a lot of inflammatory remarks from the campaign trail to the Oval Office. So it seems like a lot of these areas are dissolving.
Yeah, but you know what? What one person says never makes what another person says okay, but it's important reporting. Thank you, Oliver. I appreciate it very much.